Samsung is synonymous with premium TVs, and with good reason. Samsung has been one of the world's largest television manufacturers since 2006 and has consistently stayed at the forefront of new display technology. Samsung continues to make some very high-caliber TVs, most of them outfitted with 4K resolution, exceptional HDR performance, and the same level of polish the company has made a name for over the years. If you want the best Samsung TV money can buy, check out the Samsung S95C, available at Amazon, a beautifully designed TV that features quantum dots for staggeringly good color production and improved OLED brightness performance. Number 1. Samsung S95C. The second generation of Samsung's quantum dot enhanced OLED display technology is even more stunning than the first. With class-leading brightness, incredibly vibrant color, and a bevy of gaming features, the Samsung S95C picks up right where its predecessor, the S95B, left off. An S95B on sale is still the better financial option, unless you're after a 77-inch model or want the flexibility of Samsung's One Connect box, which puts all connections in a conveniently detached box, both only offered with the S95C. The S95C is the brightest OLED we've tested to date, with HDR specular highlights reaching as high as 1400 nits. Colors on the S95C look spectacular no matter what you happen to be watching, but HDR movies, shows, and video games look especially vibrant. The S95C covers 99% of the HDR color gamut, and the sheer luminosity of its quantum dot enhanced palette truly makes a difference. Number 2. Samsung QN90C. As we've come to expect from Samsung's Neo QLED line, the QN90C is sensationally bright and colorful. It's one of the brightest TVs of the year, making it a great choice for folks with sun-soaked living spaces. The QN90C's sheer brightness and quantum dot enhanced display make for an impressively punchy palette of colors, regardless of what you're watching. Most impressive, however, is the QN90C's local dimming, which does a remarkably good job of keeping all of that brightness in check. Rarely did we notice any light bloom around brighter objects, including bright, white subtitles during darker shows and movies. Simply put, if you have your heart set on a mini LED TV, the QN90C is one of the best at implementing that display technology. Gamers will feel right at home with the QN90C, as it offers a full slate of HDMI 2.1 inputs that support 4K gaming up to 144 Hz, auto low latency mode, ALLM, and AMD FreeSync Premium. Number 3. Samsung S95B. The S95B is the first iteration of Samsung's QD OLED technology. It's harder to find due to the fact that it's over a year old, but that also makes it much more affordable than its successor, the S95C. Coupled with OLED's perfect black levels, the S95B's added brightness has a powerful impact on HDR content, from movies to video games and beyond. Specular highlights pop off the screen, adding an astonishing level of depth. But perhaps the most significant improvement the quantum dots offer is their effect on the S95B's color reproduction. Reds and greens look particularly stunning here. It's built for next-gen gaming, too. All four of the S95B's HDMI ports support 4K gaming at 120 Hz, OM, and VRR. Combined with Samsung's Game Bar settings menu, avid gamers are well cared for. Being a Samsung TV, the S95B supports HDR10 and HDR10+, but not Dolby Vision. Samsung's Tizen-based smart platform is a bit laggy and difficult, too, incentivizing owners to use an external streaming device. Number 3. Samsung S95B. The Q80B, Samsung's most premium TV outside of its top-tier offerings, has a dependably bright overall picture and terrific highlights during SDR and HDR content. Gamers will likely love the Q80B. You'll have a hard time finding a television at the same price point with similar gaming features, which rival those of some flagship-level TVs. The Q80B has a bright and colorful picture that makes for great daytime viewing. Featuring quantum dots, it's the brightest Samsung TV outside of the brand's more premium offerings. With specular highlights climbing into the 700 to 800 nit range, it's bright enough to be used in a sunny living room. While not as colorful as some competitors, the Q80B covers about 86% of the HDR color space, DCI-P3. Its calibration is fairly accurate out of the box, too. However, the Q80B's black levels are shallow, which diminishes overall contrast. Additionally, we experienced distracting light bloom, which was worse off-axis. Number 5. Samsung Q60B. While the Samsung Q60B is not nearly as impressive as the brand's more premium offerings, it's a fine choice for casual viewing. The Q60B, which features quantum dots, doesn't get bright enough for HDR content to really pop, but it's bright enough in both SDR and HDR that the picture won't wilt in well-lit environments. We appreciate the Q60B's sleek design. The panel is narrow, with slim, L-shaped feet that don't call attention. Setting it up is easy too. The TV's feet slot right into the panel and remain firmly in place without screws. The Q60B is somewhat lacking when it comes to features. While pricier TVs support both auto low latency mode, ALLM, and variable refresh rate, VRR, the Q60B only supports ULM. This means it'll automatically optimize an input for gaming whenever a console is detected, but it doesn't offer the ability to match your output device's frame rate. The Q60B also features a native refresh rate of only 60 Hz and lacks high bandwidth HDMI 2.1 support, so 4K gaming at 120 FPS is out of the question.